Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dinmaedemba, and basically I'm going to be starting an internship series, a legal internship series for law students. Any other students can actually get these tips, and for accounting students as well. So we're going to start treating frequently asked questions about internship. We're going to do like how to draft a CV, a cover letter, how to actually apply properly. And this video is all about the introductory chapter, everything you need to know. Why is an internship important? What is an internship, in fact? Do I need to intern? Things like that. So sit tight, buckle your seatbelt, and yeah, enjoy the video.
Hey, welcome to my channel.
Okay, so this is an introductory video. I have made a couple of notes here, and let's just get right into the video. The first thing you need to know, interning is very important for law students. I'm not so certain about accounting students, but for law students, it's very important. Why? Why is it important? In my own classroom, we have over 300 law students, or about 300 law students. There are 5 levels, first year to final year. That's about 3 times 5. That's 1,500, approximately 1,500 students in my faculty, and that's UNN, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Now, in the southeast alone, we have UNIZIK, we have Imo State University's law faculty, we have ESUT, So just think of 1,500 students in all of these universities in the southeast. Don't talk of the southwest, the south, come on, the north. Let's just say approximately we have about 25,000 law students or more in the country. Assuming we had like 20 universities in Nigeria and we are currently 300 students in my class, I'm in final year, that means we have 300 times 20, guys. That is about 6,000 law students graduating, law graduates every year, approximately. You could just do a quick Google search, how many law students graduate every year from Nigerian universities. That means that if you are proceeding to law school, we're going to have about 6,000, or let's say, okay, some people have had issues and stuff. Okay, but then we also have to take into account like those who didn't go to law school with their own sets for one reason or the other. So that's like legit 6,000, or maybe an extra 1,000. That's like 7,000 people graduating from the NLS. What it means is that if law firms are recruiting, right, they have like a lot of people, a lot of options, and out of 7,000, you want to stand out, you want to be the best. Remember, these figures are just like hypothetically speaking, right? That is why it's important to intern. What is internship, by the way? I'm not going to give you a dictionary meaning. I'm just going to explain it in layman's terms. Internship is basically a short period of time where you are accepted into the firm, usually a month. It could also be 3 months, So you're accepted into the firm and you're supposed to learn during this period. You're supposed to go between practice groups. You're supposed to network with the lawyers, the associates, because ordinarily you would not say you want to go to like a top tier law firm like Banwo Ighodalo. The security man will stop you right at the gate, like, to be honest, except you're an intern. Being an intern is literally an opportunity to get to know the firm's culture, their work ethics, to get to improve your view, your knowledge, how you see the world, how you see this law thing. To be honest, there are a lot of reasons why it's important to intern. But one is it gives you like a practical knowledge on how the real world operates. So it's not like you're just in your faculty, you're learning the theory, the theoretical frameworks, and this law, that law. When you intern, you get to actually practice it. You get to actually see, use, or apply these theories to real life scenarios. Sometimes they give you an opportunity to sit in like their client advisory meetings, to work with the team. Sometimes, they give you actual, when a partner just calls you and says, look, this case is very important. This is what we are doing in the case. So I need you to get me a particular case to prove this thing wrong or right. And you just know that this partner is probably just waiting for you, and you're like that intern at that moment. So it also, secondly, it also gives you an opportunity to stand out. So when you intern, you're going to stand out of the 7,000 people in your set, or 6,000, you feel me, right? You're going to basically stand out. Speaking of standing out, it's very important because you know how a lot of people are now interning. For instance, maybe your class, about 20 persons have probably interned. That's how it is everywhere, especially with the strike of 2022. So a lot of students actually interned. So you want to be amongst that class of people who have interned. You want to be amongst that class, because I mean, if people are recruiting, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be like 100% of the time, but most times they will check after your grades. They will be checking, oh, what has this person done before? What place has this person interned in? Why should I recruit this person? Now, another reason why it's important for you to intern is because it could also help you with like future employment. Now, remember how I said, oh, it's going to like help you with your work ethics, gain practical knowledge and all of those things. And secondly, I mentioned like networking. Now, aside networking, I mean, you're going to know these partners and everybody you're going to be working with. You're going to exchange contacts. You're going to get their business cards, you know. Now, actually, when you've done a very good job, they would always remember you. But now, more importantly, when you're done with law school, you could just text that partner. You know, you could just text that senior associate and then they remember you. Or because you've done an excellent job, they could even look out for you, you know, when they're like scouting for new associates, NYC associates and stuff. Another part of the second point is, I think I've mentioned this subtly, the fact that it gives you competitive advantage over other law students. I mean, that's very clear. Thirdly, this is a very personal reason. This is my own personal reason why you should intern, because I personally figured this out. You know how I mentioned that, in the classrooms, they teach you like theoretical frameworks, and interning is just an opportunity to like apply what you've learned in real life cases. Just imagine when you go into a firm, you work with their advisory team, you work with their energy team, you work with the tax practice group, you work with the entertainment practice group. Oh, that's the ENT. Now, firms like Banwo Ighodalo and Aluko and Oyebode, when I interned at these firms, we had an opportunity to like pick practice groups. For week one, you probably decide to work with maybe the energy practice group. For week two, you pick this other practice group. For week three, IP practice group, like that. What do you think it does to you? For a law student who most likely, for instance, at the time I interned, I had not done any energy course, you know, but when I did like my first internship and I worked with the energy practice group or energy team, I learned that I had like a flair for energy. Like I realized that I really enjoyed the energy industry, and that's what it could do for you too. So by third year, I knew that I loved energy so much so that by fourth year, when I got to fourth year and we had to pick between 5 elective courses, I just knew that I should be picking energy. And then I just knew that I should be picking tax because I was already exposed to tax at Banwo. Do you get? So this is what interning can do for you. It helps you streamline your area of interest. I'm not saying that, oh, once you intern, just be looking for what you want to do all your life. No, I mean, you should still keep an open mind. You do not know where life's going to throw you. But it's going to not just help you streamline your interest to discover who you are, what you like to do, what area of law you're interested in. It's also going to help you to pick your elective courses. So you will not be confused and be asking one senior or the other, please help me. Why should I do this course? Why is this course good? What do you do in this course? You literally have your own experience. You can make up your mind for yourself. Nobody's going to be telling you, oh, if you do energy and tax together, it's going to be very difficult. Don't do it, or don't do it. No, you have a mind of your own at that point because you've seen the world, you know what you want, basically. The fourth reason why you should intern is for some internships, you get to earn as you learn. So we know that interning is a learning opportunity, but it could also be a job. Yeah. So there are some firms that pay you an actual salary, but then there are some firms that pay you a stipend, which is obviously not as much as a job, you know. This is a job, oh, like they will give you 150, 200. No, please. Please, at least they give you some sort of monetary or they give you some sort of cash reward or something, you know, payments, anything you want to call it. But there are also some internships that do not pay you at all. So I'm not saying you should just focus on I'm not saying you should just focus on the internships that pay you. No, because you're going to be keeping an open mind, because you do not know what life holds for you, do not know the people you're going to be meeting, still apply for the firms that do not pay. And I'm not saying, oh, when you apply, you should be looking out for those that pay, whether the stipends or, no, don't do that, please. Just apply, just apply. And that reason why I would intern would be the fact that you can keep an evidence of your track record. For me, I have like a LinkedIn account. So now imagine as at 2022, when I was interning, I could make monthly posts, which were like an evidence of my track record, an evidence of what I was doing at the point. So I'm like, oh, I think I said in June. So in July, first week of July, I made a post and I was like, oh, I interned at GLIS. Now, first week of August, I'm like, oh, I interned at Banwo. First week of September, I'm like, oh, I interned at this other firm, that other firm, So it helps you keep an evidence of your track record. And of course, you're going to take pictures. So it's not like you're just going to make like a write-up and that'll be all. You're going to take pictures. It helps you keep memories. You meet new people. When I talked about networking, not just partners. You get to meet people from other schools, people from OAU, let's say for me, that's a UNN student. Of course, I'll be biased. I would definitely meet people from UI. I've definitely met people from OAU, Unilag, Funai, ESU, Tini, Zik, and Co. Now, my contact list is not just people in my own faculty. No, I have other people, And the funny thing, once you meet, okay, I have a friend, Shadow, OAU. Once you meet him, for maybe one day you're viewing his status, and then he posts Akin, another friend of mine, OAU. From there, you most likely be like, oh, I think I'll get Akin's number. And then he connects both of you. You get the vibe. So that way, you're actually networking with not just partners, but you're also networking with like other people in your field, And you do not really know, you don't really know how far you guys will go and all of that. So that's why it's actually really good to intern. Oh, aside that, I actually also met like other law students from outside the country. So I remember I remember at my Banwo internship, I met like Ebon, I met a lot of other persons, Abimbola and Co. So it's like you're meeting people who are definitely more intelligent than you are. You have to like step up. Who could even be as intelligent as you are, but then they are probably more confident. So it just really helps you. I hope I'm not saying rubbish at this point or babbling. Now, another thing I would like to talk about with the types of law firms. So there are three types of law firms, if you ask me, or based on my research. There are tier 1 law firms or top tier law firms. There are tier 2 law firms, and then we have like other law firms. How are these firms like graded? We have IFLR reports and Co. Some of the firms that are considered top tier law firms, obviously Banwo Ighodalo, Aluko Oyebode, Templars, Olaniwo Ajayi LP, UBO, that's Ododoma and Bello Osaje, ALEC, GLIS, and many more. You have to do your research, but I mentioned 7 of them. So this helps you know, oh, I think I want to apply to this first 7 first before applying to others. Actually, I'm going to compile like a list of tier 1 and tier 2 law firms together in a single document and their mails, because yeah, I got you. Why these firms are considered as tier 1 or tier 2 law firms is because they mostly work for like top people, not just individuals, like high class people, for the government, for international firms, both national and international clients. They deal with like actual governmental cases, not these high profile legal matters, like matters that when they are done, you read them up in the news. It's those are the law firms. I remember reading one time in the news where I think I can't remember the case, but it was a really trending case, and then they had mentioned Olaniwo Ajayi LP. And like, don't worry, I'm gonna send my lawyers to send you the letter. It's just cute when you have that on your CV, like interning in one of these top tier law firms. I'm gonna compile their mails and put them like in the description box below. So that's like freebies for you guys to help you with your application process. All you have to do for me is subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video to your friends, your classmates. Of course, this is a series, so next video, who knows, I might share something else that's free. So how do you apply? When do you apply? When to apply? I get this question a lot. I think you should apply. I mean, when to apply as a student? Am I supposed to apply in my first year? Am I supposed to intern in my second year? Personally, I don't think there is like a limit to when you can apply. I also forgot to mention internships could be undergraduate internships or graduate internships. Graduate internships when you've actually graduated, and maybe that space between graduating, between leaving school and going to NLS. Take that one very, very seriously, because I mean, it's not so long before you go to the NLS and the recruiters will start scouting. So they'll most likely remember you if you do an excellent job. Okay? When to apply? As a first year law student, as a second year law student, you can actually give it a shot. When I was in second year during the COVID, towards the end of the COVID, I'd actually interned at one of those firms. I'd interned, but you know what they say, like when you intern in the smaller firms, when you intern in these firms, you can always like grow from there. But then one thing with the smaller firms is they'll literally help you, they'll put you through it, like you literally learn a lot, because you could have that one-on-one interaction, but you're going to be doing a lot of research work and all of it. But now the advantage of interning in a top tier firm is you get to see more. They most likely have like bigger clients or more or trending cases, like they have a lot they are working on at that particular time. So you could see this, you could do that, you could do this. Remember when I interned at JLIS, they were working on, we're not supposed to tell, signed an NDA, so can't tell. Anyway, you get me. When to apply, many of these law firms would pick law students from third year and above. But then that doesn't mean as a second year or first year law student you shouldn't try. I mean, during the time I was the vice president of my faculty, I think we gave out one slot to a first year law student and gave out a couple of slots to second year law students as well. I did this program where faculty was able to like secure some internship slots, and so we gave it out to like students genuinely. How to package your application. People should be watching my shorts, so because some of these things, the tips are already in my shorts, my YouTube shorts. Yes, don't be waiting for long videos. Paste your cover letter in the body of the mail. Then you get the company's mail, you paste that in your the two slots, yeah, and then from, obviously that's your mail. Then subjects, request for internship application in caps. That's what I'll do. Then dear HR, if you know the HR's name, dear Miss this. Then you paste your cover letter. Then kindly find attached, usually like the second to last paragraph. Then you attach your CV. Best regards, your full name. For me, Favor Uche Edemba. That's all. Then you send it or you schedule the mail. Look out for one of my videos where I'll teach you how to schedule mails. So in a case where you just have limited time, or maybe you want to send out your application on the 1st of January, for instance, and you can foresee that because you are in your family house, so people are gonna be cooking food, or there is probably no network in your house 1st of January. So what you just do will be to like schedule the mail. So you could schedule it on the 28th, on the 26th, when you have some time to rest. You just like draft your application and everything and then schedule. I think that's basically all for this video. For the next video, I'll be answering your frequently asked questions to me. Some of you I've been asking me questions for the longest time. And yeah, we're going to like deal with that. So that's where we're literally gonna go into details. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel. See, we need I'm at 700 and something now. How do you feel? Don't you want us to blow? Share to your friends, share to your classmates. Let those 6,000 people see me. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Please comment as well. I want to know what you think. I want to know your pain areas, what you need as well. Let me know the kind of videos you want from me. Of course, this channel is like focused on your professional and self-development. So let me know what kind of videos you need me to make outside the internship series and within the internship series. Bye.
Tell me why I can't sleep tonight.